What's going on, guys? Ty again here at Force Turbos, and today we got something a little different for you guys. Today we're going to be changing out our exhaust on our 2018 RZR NA. So this is for you non-turbo guys. We also sell now an exhaust that is non-turboed. So as you can see, it's going to be a simple install. So we're going to hop right into it. And first thing first, we're going to go ahead and remove this first plate here with the heat shield as well as this cover. So it's a T40, it's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so with that off, we're going to go ahead and remove these brackets. We don't need these anymore. It's just 4 10mm bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, you always want to make sure that your vehicle has been off for a while. Everything's cooled down, so everything's safe to touch, so you're not burning yourself. So again, let's just change out those 10mm. Okay, so for the next step, we're going to go ahead and remove this sensor here. Just using a crescent wrench for that. And then after we remove this sensor, we can go ahead and get our spring puller and remove 2 springs along the side. They're going to be this one down here, you can see, and this one up top here. Now this one we're still going to use. This one, however, you're not going to need anymore, so you can just keep that for your stick even. The top one, you can keep that mounted in there. And then for the last part, we're going to go ahead and use a 14mm to remove our 2 exhaust flange bolts. Now with all that off, slide right off. Okay, so before we install our new exhaust, one final thing to remove is just this 13mm bolt here. It's a transmission brace bolt, but there's 2 holding it up, so you're not going to drop anything. Nothing's going to drop out of there. Just simple as that. And then we can go ahead onto our new exhaust. As you can see, the bolt will just line right up with that stud. Right in there. Move everything, make sure everything's up and out of the way. And you are good to start installing everything else again. So, first things first, we're going to go ahead and install that 13mm bolt. Go ahead and also put our spring back up on our spring tab up here. Like that. You can install your sensor back in. Well, rather, let's install the exhaust flange bolts first. And just like that. Now you'll just tighten it till it stops. It's on the spring, so it will come to a lead and end. And again, it's just that 14mm. So, you always want to be careful not to over tighten them. That may have been a little too tight, so we'll go back through and check all the torque specs on these later. Start it by hand so you don't strip it out. So, with both of those bolts installed, you can go ahead and reinstall your sensor. Go to sensor and not OC. Exhaust sensor. Slide her in. Tighten it up. Okay, so depending on where you're riding, you may need to use a spark arrestor. Now, these are equipped so that you can use your stock spark arrestor. So to do that, to take it out anyways, it's an 8mm bolt on the outside. Whoops. 8mm bolt on the outside and a 10mm nut that sits on the inside of this little channel here. Now to install it, same as you took it off. You just line up the holes, slide her inside, put the nut in the channel, and then you put the 8mm bolt inside, tighten her up, and it's good to go.